We have already seen how we can create many kind of graphics using pixels, lines, circles, rectangles, but there is one thing we haven't tried yet, and that is to load an image into Processing. Processing can load easily a photograph and then draw the photograph on the screen and then manipulate it and animate it in different ways. So let's find out how we can get a photograph into Processing. I'm going to go here to the File menu and then go to Save As. Even the project is empty, it's a good idea to save the project. I'm going to find the folder, and here I'm going to give a name for our project. This is going to be called Load Image. And now when I press Save, Processing will be creating a folder for my project automatically. So now I click Save. Here it says Done Saving. You can see the name up here. And let's go here to the Sketch menu. Well, there is two interesting options here. One is called Show Sketch Folder. If I use that, then it's automatically opening the folder that was just created. And this is our program here. It's a text file. And the option right below Show Sketch Folder is called Add File. And we are going to use this option to put an image in our project folder. That should be the first step. So I'm going to click Add File. And now I'm going to look for a folder somewhere in my computer where there is an image. I will select the image here and I just click OK. So now the file has been already, it says here, one file added to the sketch. So now this file is available from our program. If I now run this Show Sketch Folder, you can see now next to our program there's a data folder. And inside this data folder is the image we just added to the project. So I'm going to close the window now. Now we should start creating our program. So I will begin just by creating a setup function and a draw function. And we can open the reference to see here, reference. I'm gonna search for load image. It's right here. And we can see that this can be done with just 3 lines. Let's make the first version of our program. This is something new, PI or P image. The 2 first letters are uppercase, so it's uppercase P, uppercase I, and then MAGE. This is a type of variable. So the same way I use float x, I could say P image x. But instead of x, I'm gonna call it something better like photo. So now I'm saying that the variable photo is type P image. And I'm gonna use this is equal to, I can copy this from here, from the program. It says load image. And inside parentheses, inside quotes, I should enter the name of the image. In this case, I'm gonna use an image with a .jpeg extension. This is .jpg. Most images coming from cell phone with a camera or with digital cameras have this extension. Let's make this program run, but nothing is going to happen because the only thing I'm doing is loading a photo into a variable, but I'm not displaying the image yet. I have to tell Processing, put this variable here, this photo, put it on the screen. And this is done with the function image. So we are learning some new keywords today. We are learning about the pImage data type, about the load image function, about the image function to draw this photo on the screen. And I have to specify here the variable. Where is my photo contained now? And where on the screen do I want it? So for now, I will just put it on the top left corner of the screen. Let's run this program and see what happens. Okay, the photo is loaded there, but my screen is a little bit too small to show the full photo. So I'm gonna change the size. I will make it 400 times 300. And now it's there. The whole photo is now the background of my program. If you don't remember what to write here, you can go here to Sketch and Show Sketch Folder. You go into the Data folder and you see here the file name is rig.jpg. So that's exactly the name you have to enter here. So now, how could we animate this photo? Maybe we could make it appear from the right border of the screen and enter slowly until it's located on the top left corner. So for that, we will declare a variable x. This time I'm not gonna say here x0. Actually, I would like x to begin being 400, or the width of the screen. Of course, I could type here 400, but it's nicer to use the width variable. So after I have set here the size of my screen, I'm gonna say x equals width. So now this would work even if I type here 500 or 300. I don't have to change anything on this line. So now that the x is the width of the screen, the x should be decreasing on each frame of our animation until, well, later we will add some condition to make it stop so it doesn't get out of the screen. So now x starts being the width of the screen and goes slowly from 400 to 399, 398, 3210. Now I should make here the position of my photo should be x. Otherwise it's always drawn on the top left corner, but I want it to be moving. So I'm gonna use x. And I have to move this out of the setup block because otherwise it will not animate. So I move it out from here and I will add it here on my draw function. So would this be enough to make our program work? Let's see. Now it's complaining that it cannot find anything named photo, but I am defining this variable called photo. The reason it cannot find photo is because we have not declared this photo on the top of the file, pimage photo. If you declare the variable inside a function, like this function, or inside any function, then this variable photo would cease to exist when it reaches the end of the function. If you want a variable to be available anywhere in the program, you have to declare it at the beginning of the program, out of any function. So now I have declared here the photo variable at the beginning, so I can get rid of. It's important to remove here this pimage photo. Otherwise there will be two variables and we just want one variable that is available anywhere in the program. So I am declaring now two variables at the beginning of the function. When the program starts, I am giving them some value. I'm making x equals to the width, and the photo is a photo that we should load from the disk. And let's run the program. And there it is. There is our photo moving from the right border to the left border. And this is interesting. We didn't use any background call, so we are not erasing the screen. So if we tell here background 0, then now we have a black background and we will not have this strange effect on the right border of the image. Here it's the border of the image. How could we make it stop? We could make this line conditional here. We can make that it's not always making x smaller, but only if x is greater than 0. In that case, make x smaller, but if it's 0, then it will stay there forever. So now the picture will come from the right border and it will stop when it reaches the 0 position. So now you can do some experiments loading your own photos, and then you can draw on top using functions we have seen in other episodes like pixel or line or circle, and decorate your own photos. And remember that with the save function, you can save the pictures you generate with processing. You can save them on the disk so you can upload them or send them to a friend.